Alright, we've got some sparring with three different defensive implements in the left hand. This one, Cloak or Chlamys. Then we'll have Pelta with a crescent-shaped shield and the full Aspis. We are starting off in posture of Athena here, which is this overhand grip, a lot of people call it. Then I develop into a hunter's posture there, which is that crouch. So here I'm offering this as bait. I'm guessing he's going to do this parry. I circle that down, get my cloak around to the outside of it, and enter. So I kind of swim through here, get my arm under, and we're going to see that in slow motion. I get my spear arm under his, and then raise it and turn my body. I am disarming his spear right now, but he's doing a good job of holding on to it. I'm pretty much have it disarmed at this point, but he's holding onto my head, so I'm stabbing him, and he's using both hands to kind of try to grab onto my head, but to no avail. Still both in posture of Athena, trying to find an opening. I do get his hand here. We are counting any shots directly to the forearm or hand as good, but we just keep going anyways. He acknowledged it, and we just keep going. This is a good defense by both of us with the Chlamys there, getting just inside the spear, not hitting it right on our hands. And here I'm going right foot forward, which we call Wrath posture. And we are back at it here. So here I think Dylan does defend my thrust, and he thrusts me in the arm or chest. That one may have gotten his hand, but I think it was a little bit low actually. I don't think that was a great scoring hit. We keep going anyways. This one I get a little over-aggressive, overexpose myself. I do go to this retreating posture, but it's a little bit too late, and he gets my hand. Right foot forward, a little parry there. Parries are pretty important. Another little parry. Kind of use the spear and the Chlamys there. Some circling again. Good defense by both of us there. Just sort of parrying with the Chlamys rather than blocking. Here, I'm not sure if this is a double. I know I get his leg. He might get me in the side there too. It was hard to tell from our conversation. And I switch to posture of Theseus here, which is this kind of underhand or sword grip. He throws his cloak, which is a pretty good idea, but then that leaves him without a defensive implement. So now we are on to the Pelta, which are these crescent-shaped shields that Peltas would use. Still both in posture of Athena. I am using an extended and closed shield position that I'm trying out. And I go into Hunter's posture here to attack the leg. He's doing a good job slipping his leg. Nice defense from both of us here, keeping ourselves safe with the Pelta and the movement of our bodies. Still going on the same pass. I move in with a shot towards the head, then with Hunter's posture, good slip of the leg again. Staying right foot forward for a second to be a little bit aggressive and keep throwing jabs in. Still right foot forward. Good defense by both of us so far throughout this entire pass. Still in posture of Athena. I am in extended open position here. So I go for that again, and I get out in time this time. I am a little bit exposed in that position, which is something that I'm noticing and will have to fix. That's another reason this is good. Alright, so that defense there was solid, that extended closed position into extended open, and then we're still facing off, and I decide I'm just going at this point. Keep the pressure, keep pressuring feet, head, changing levels, and then hop to the side. I actually switch to the underhand grip or posture of Theseus in the middle of the exchange while I'm hopping to the side right there, and then score a hit to the thigh. That was a really long, nice pass. And I remain in posture of Theseus and just get, from Hunter's posture, a cheeky strike up, thrust up. But we continue. He knew it was a hit. And here I go right forward again and get him in the shoulder. But we keep going. And a little zigzag. Here's something that I got from dance, this just leaping thing here. This I'll show, it's going to be shown again. This is on a couple of different vases, these kind of leaps, but this, it looks most like this one other than the spear grip. And And I had gotten in with that before. I think that was a double at the end, honestly. And I get him with a quick shot to the leg there. And here we are with the Aspis. Now I'm playing with this extended closed position again, something that I'm working on. I think I get him with that thrust. He might not have felt it, I'm not sure, but I definitely get him to the leg there, and he calls that one. Some more hunter's posture. Go right foot forward again, coming over, and I don't think that quite connected, but it was close. Nice little exchange here, and I hop forward. I think that was a double. I know I got him in the shoulder. His was inside my shield. It was hard to tell if his spear made contact with my arm or not. Playing with different shield positions as I approach, and this is just a good reverso over the other side and straight into the shoulder or chest. I'm kind of trying the same thing. A little defensive posture there, just fading back into it a little bit. It is helpful. And here, that's kind of like the Marazzo parry and keeping it above my head and coming with the reverso strike to his shoulder. Hunter's posture, strike to the leg. I'm getting a lot of those. He is doing a good job slipping the leg at times, though. And here I draw the sword as I close and cut him in the thigh. He might get my thigh too, but I don't think he does. If so, it's a really grazing blow. But that was a fun little exchange anyhow. And I come in here again with a little leg shot. Don't hit and use retreating posture to keep myself safe. Throw the spear, close with the sword. Here I get a little too aggressive, and I should have shelled up a little bit more.
Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. There are not a lot of depictions of people with the cloak or chlamys and spear, but there are a few, and I personally have a sneaking suspicion that this may have been something that they did some play fighting or light sparring with anyhow. So each one of these has a different dynamic. The chlamys or cloak and the Pelta or crescent-shaped shield and the full Aspis all have a different dynamic, and there are some different tactical considerations in play here. I would like to have Dylan on the channel after we do a little bit more of these different types of sparring to see what he says about it, and we can have a little bit of a conversation. But before that, I would really love to hear what you all think in the comments down below. Do you have any ideas of what those differences may have been, or have any questions about this? Thank you all once again for sticking around to the end of the video. Please click like, subscribe, share this around to people who might think it's interesting. Be good to each other, and ciao.